Hi everyone. We've got the graphing rational functions, and remember all the guidelines here, and we will go through this. And all I really wanted to do, I just wanted to spend another day on this, and you've got all these, we've gone through them. You did number 34. Just have your 34 handy. I just want to kind of go through the process with you. And let's first of all go for the domain. Now, the domain, we're good as long as the denominator is not equal to 0. But let's look what x squared plus x minus 6 equals 0 would give us. And I think if I were to factor it correctly, it would be this, and I got x plus 3 equals 0, or x minus 2 equals 0. So x is not going to be able to be 3, and x is not going to be able to be negative 3 here. Be 2. So our domain, negative infinity, we're okay from negative infinity to negative 3. Can't be negative 3 though. And on the other side of negative 3 to 2, and then from 2, whoops, to infinity. Didn't plan that ahead very well, did I? Alright. So there's the domain. So we just set the denominator of x, this function, equal to 0. Alright. Now, let's work on simplifying f of x. And I think I'm seeing the numerator as x times x plus 3, and I've already factored the denominator as x plus 3 over x minus 2. And it appears to me that those will cancel out. We got common factors here. So our simplified version of f of x is x over x minus 2. Now, it was simplified. We need the whole. There's going to be one hole in this thing. The x coordinate of that hole is going to be negative 3. Negative 3 makes this bottom 0, but it also cancels out up here. So all it's going to do is put a hole in the graph. It's not going to be an asymptote. Let's put negative 3. Let's find f of negative 3 for our y-coordinate here. So negative 3 over negative 3 minus 2. That's negative 3 over negative 5, which is 3/5. I got a hole there at negative 3 and 3/5. Alright, something else to know here. Also our simplified function here. And the y-intercept. And I'm going to use the simplified function from here on out. The y-intercept. That is f of 0. And it looks like we are going to take 0 over 0 minus 2. Well, 0 divided by negative 2 is 0. So the y-intercept is 0. It's going through the origin, it appears. And then we want to find zeros of the function. And that will come from when the numerator is 0. There's one 0 here. It is 0. It goes through the origin. It doesn't cross the x-axis any other place. Now, vertical asymptotes. Okay, what vertical asymptotes would we have? When the denominator is 0, x minus 2 equals 0, x equals 2 is a vertical asymptote. Alright, now horizontal asymptote. Kind of put a separator there. Now a horizontal asymptote In this case, the degree of the numerator and degree of the denominator are the same, and I'm going to use this. So it's 1 over 1. Okay, so y equals the coefficient of the biggest power over the coefficient of that biggest power, and this is what we do when n is equal to m. So y equals 1 is a horizontal asymptote. Now, we are now about to proceed. Let me look at I've got the steps here. I want to make sure I did everything. Or do I have them here? Okay. Wasting your time here. Okay. Well, I think I've got all the information we need. But now it's time to make that graph. And I think the thing I showed at the beginning, I kind of updated that you have in your notes. So I'm going to draw our axes here. Whoops, trying to stay on that line. And 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Alright, so let's first of all put our asymptotes down. We have the vertical asymptote at 2. Alright. That's an electric fence, remember? And we have the horizontal asymptote, y equals 1. Let's go here. We have, let's put our zeros down. Now this is, well, let's put I'm going to draw the hole too. The hole at -3 3/5 is right around here. Okay, I'm going to draw the y-intercept. It goes through here. And I'm going to draw, let's see, was there something else? No, I think that's it. What I would like to see is, okay, I know this point here, and I know we're going through here. I'm curious about what f of 1 is. That's 1 over 1 minus 2, which is 1 over -1, which is -1. So we're going through here. I think we can say we're close to this asymptote here, and we hit this hole. We don't go through it. That's just a hole in the graph, and then we kind of curve down toward this asymptote here. Alright, so let me draw that. And then we get closer and closer, but we don't touch it. Now, curious about what happens like at f of 3. We take 3 over 3 minus 2, and that's 3 over 1, which is 3. So when x is 3, y is 3. Okay, and we're going to be close to this asymptote. So I think it comes down here, and then we get close to this asymptote, and kind of curves toward that asymptote. So just have you check your 34. There's obviously no notes that you really need to take, but I do have 3 more problems that I want you to do, and I'll be grading these problems for your assignment. So all I wanted to do was check this, see if everything's kosher. If it's not, let me know. And take care, and God bless you.